Hi, I'm Queenandi X. Whole magazine, super baby mama out here freezing, but I ain't got no drama. How I feel, I know I heard Vivian earlier talking about the execution of a 13-year-old boy, you know, and that was my theory from the jump, that once they got their lies straight, the news reported that he was walking away with the gun. Actually, they said what his dad said he was doing is he was returning 2 of the toy guns, they wasn't real, to his friend which he had borrowed them from. Didn't nobody call the police on him and say, because he wasn't doing anything in a threatening way or threatening anybody or pointed at anybody. All he was doing was his little target practice. And the police, according to them, is saying that he's walking away and they're telling him to stop, and he's not stopping, and he turned around and they say he pointed at them, and then they shot him. Well, it don't make no sense. I believe that's the theory. If he ignored them or whatever, I don't think it was intentional. Maybe the kid did have on headphones, because a lot of our kids do. But to me, it's like a slap in the face. And it's a hurtful thing, because as that child lay dying, we fighting for him, and he wasn't even an ancestor yet, you know, and that's really sad and that's painful. And I'm a mother of a 13-year-old, and I can't fathom how I would feel towards, you know, the police or anybody else, because you guys are child murderers. Whether you've criminalized the child or you haven't criminalized the child, you are child murderers. And I look at it as a tactic to instill fear into us. And like, we're supposed to hand over our children so you can sacrifice them in your own racist, sick, anti-God political agenda, you know, to get rid of people and poor people of color, you know. And I just hope that cop doesn't have any kids, and if he do, he need to go make some things right. He need to go get himself together and pray and pray that karma don't fall on his kids. I hope he don't have any children, because you know that he's a disgrace. He's a child murderer, plain and simple. And you know, and these white folks sitting around here, they protecting each other. They're not punishing the killers of poor black and brown folks, you know. Well, you know, God got a bigger punishment for y'all, so just know that. You know, all these things that are happening, and I know that y'all white folks, y'all racist white folks, y'all don't understand nothing about the universal law of karma or spirituality. Y'all don't understand nothing about that, you know. But make no mistake, that don't mean it's not gonna happen to you. It is, and it is happening now. And you know, it's like, you know, that karma gonna come around. I hope it don't, because don't nobody's child deserve to die. But now the sins of the father fall on the sons, you know. And I think the police department's messages was, you know, okay, we killing y'all kids, what y'all gonna do about it? Y'all can protest and do whatever, but what y'all gonna do about it? And the thing is, you know, what we gonna do about it? We gonna keep fighting. I mean, nobody's scared. I'm more angry than I am scared. And that's a universal law too. If the police, if you threaten a mama grizzly bear and she got her cubs right there, she gonna take your head off. But she gonna be more fierce than she is scared. And that's putting a lot of us mamas in this fierce defensive mode. You know, and a lot of us, we don't even want to talk. We don't even talk to police or nothing like that. We don't talk to y'all. Y'all not there to protect and serve our community. You know, y'all there to control us, but make sure y'all shit is protected. You know, that's how I feel about that. I mean, quit faking the phone. Y'all should not be don't give away no Christmas toys to the kids and all that. Don't do all that, because y'all playing both sides. You know, how you gonna shoot down a kid, but then you're giving away the toys? We don't need nothing from y'all. All we need y'all to do is just get up out of our neighborhoods. Y'all killing us more than we killing ourselves, and we already got a job ahead of us to help try to teach our people to decolonize that way of thinking, to decolonize your way of thinking, and that's a hard job within itself. I just won't, you know, leave us alone. You know, leave us alone. And that's just my overall view about it, as far as with white supremacy, and we can't coexist. We can't. Y'all let that be known. That's not nothing. Y'all did that to me and my people. You can't make the victim be the perpetrator all of the time. We're not gonna go for that. We're not stupid like that. But the thing is, I don't want to live with y'all. I don't want to live with y'all. We can't live together in this, or y'all need to go back to hell where y'all came from. and let the people do God's will and do Mother Nature's will and bring righteousness and truth and justice and equality. And when we speak about equality, even when we at a protest like the police brutality march, even equality isn't equal, because we still have some that want to pick and choose who they want, doing the favoritism, this man family, you're not family and all that. But if we all suffering from the same thing, let's come together as a family to fight together, because our enemy is strong. And while we too busy pointing fingers at each other, playing a separatist role, or you're not this, so you can't speak, or your family ain't important enough, so your family don't get acknowledged and all that, y'all need to cut that bullshit, because y'all perpetrating the fraud when you do that. It's supposed to be one whole people. As a people, I don't care who you are, just as long as you down for this. We got to be down. If we come together and you support mamas like us that don't like these crooked cop child killers, that's all we care about. We don't care about what you like or don't like personally. We don't care about your personal satisfaction, because it's not about our personal satisfaction. And for the so-called leaders and advocates and all that, y'all need to keep that in mind. It's not about your personal satisfaction. It's about you doing the divine parent's will and doing right for the people and doing good things and producing good things. I hate when people sit out here and talk about, yeah, I did this and that and the other. I did this good and I did that. Okay, don't quit. What are you bragging for? What are you bragging for? You know, that's nothing to brag about. And once we stop being all personal and selfish and nitpicky with it, then we can come together better and be a more strong, powerful force. I'm tired of people popping their collar in the revolution like they really did something. Our job is far from done. So quit perpetrating the fraud, and you know, and I believe in what's right is what's right. You know, and then with our struggle, the only thing that is like I'm gonna speak about is that this is a black and brown poor people struggle, and I respect that, and I respect everybody who supports that and don't like seeing this bullshit going on and this evil going on in the world. I got love for y'all and respect that, but I see a lot of people at these functions, at these gatherings, which I consider sacred, and they're not me. You can't be a Caucasian and say you know my struggle until you are me, because you say you understand the struggle, you say you've been beat by police before, okay, and that's not right. But if I ask you the question, do you want to wake up in the morning with my skin color, I know you're going to say no. So quit acting like the struggle is just y'all. This is not y'all's. Quit acting like y'all the leaders, the pioneers of shit that, you know, that a lot of people suffer behind. Everybody got the right to acknowledge their ancestors. Everybody got the right to protect their children by any means necessary, and I'm not knocking that. But quit popping y'all collars like y'all really doing something for us, because at the end of the day, to keep it real, we don't need you, because we don't need nobody dictating how the struggle is supposed to go. We are in the struggle. We was born in the struggle. Half of y'all have not even been brutalized, not even a quarter of what us poor brown and black mamas have been through. Quit capitalizing off the struggle, and that's whoever the shoe fit. If you get mad, that means this shoe fits you, boo-boo. But I'm going to tell you the real. Quit capitalizing off our pain. You can organize, you can help, you can support, but when you think it's just your cause, that's when you're in violation, because this is not your cause. It is your people who do this to our people. So how you gonna be the saviors? You can't. And I would not look at you as such. You're not a savior. We gotta help ourselves, because when you help us, it's always a catch. Then you're dishing out crumbs and y'all putting us against each other, and y'all and then our organization end up taking sides and doing all that bullshit that y'all do. You know, quit perpetrating the fraud, because a sister like Queenandi, I see right through that bullshit, and I'm going to speak my mind. Y'all can't be in the front line talking about everybody. First of all, we can't hold hands. Stop holding hands. We can't be in the front line holding hands singing "We Shall Overcome." That shit is out. And I don't want to hold hands with you and nobody else, because we is fighting right now, so I ain't got no time to be sitting up there holding nobody's hands. But back to our children being murdered, you know, it's not okay. And we don't, I'm done. Just cut it. Just cut it.
Only because if I don't get it right there, I won't be able to upload.